Hey, 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 hey. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. It is Keeping It Real with it's me, Angie, and Savior first. How you doing today, my friend?
Oh, everything is better now that I'm on wheels again. I'm not stuck like Chuck. I'm back on the road.
Not stuck like Chuck. Well, I'm glad that you're back on wheels again. I mean, I could I don't know.
I didn't realize how, see, when I first got my wheelchair, I
Mm,
wasn't dependent as much as I am on it now because my health has declined since 5 years ago as far as being able to walk. So when I first got my wheelchair, I could still use my walker and, move around. Well, now I can't as much as I used to. So when I lost the ability to use my wheelchair, oh my goodness, it was just like I could sit and go
mm.
to certain places in my house and couldn't even go outside, couldn't do anything. And it
Yeah,
was just
and
like,
I know how you love to go outside and
yeah, I've got to go somewhere besides these four walls.
yeah, that could drive you
But
crazy.
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. The last few weeks I've been going out. Being I I really enjoy going out doing certain things. Even though if it's for the business or just go take a walk if it's a long walk. So this morning I went out. It was just good to get out of the house sometimes. Just sitting in the house looking at the four walls. I said, it could close in on you, especially when I sit down here and I see a big bag like this full and I with stuff, and I see all the boxes around me. I'm like, I want to get out of the
Well,
house.
see, with my wheelchair, I could cook, I could wash my dishes, I could fold clothes, I could get around and do things. Well, when I
Mm.
didn't have my wheelchair, I couldn't cook, I couldn't wash my dishes, I couldn't do my chores. So that was
No,
even frustrating. It was just like, there I was, just sitting and waiting. But it's all over with now and it's good.
I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm
So,
glad.
how's the weather there, Ella?
Wow, it's warm. When I was out today, it was about 81 degrees. Was it about 81? I think this morning. Yeah, let me check. It was warm. It was really hot, and I was saying to myself, it's 79 right now. Yes, it was really warm. It was really warm this morning, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get back in. It's like when you're outside and it gets started to get really hot, it's time to leave wherever you are and get back in the house.
Well, does Florida have a lot of humidity like we do?
Oh yes, Florida does. It does.
That's the worst thing is the humidity.
Yeah, I was out yesterday and it rained. I remember
It's
I was
raining
I was
now
listening to
here.
Piki and I was when she was on her show and I was texting her and I was like, oh my gosh, it's out. I'm outside and it's raining and it's 81 degrees. You know, so that was not good, not good
So it's
at
good to
all.
be here. I'm glad that we are doing this show tonight. I'm feeling up to it. I know good things are gonna happen. We're gonna have a good topic. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, well, we don't really have a topic per se, but certain things I would like to address today, and maybe we can talk about it. And then, if anybody in the chat wants to contribute, then that's fine. And if there's someone in the chat that has something to say and they want us to talk about it, then we'll, like normal, we'll talk about it. But there's a few things that was brought to my attention that I actually wanted to clear up and maybe make it a little bit of a topic. So, but before we do that, I gotta say hello to the
Oh, you got to
people.
speak to everybody, girlfriend.
Well, it says we got 25 people in the chat, but I don't think so. So if you're out there looking, come in so I can say hi.
Come on in, baby.
Timeless Shoes by Deborah. Hi, Timeless. Good to see you. Timeless was here early, followed by Miss Annette. Good to see you, Miss Annette. Welcome. Hi, Chu. Mwah, mwah. Claudette. Good to see you, Claudette. Welcome in. Jessica. Mwah, mwah. Thank you again, Jessica, for your gift. I appreciate you. Thanks for sharing us out. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Pearl. Mwah, mwah. Good to see you, Pearl. Welcome in. I hope you're well. Judy May. Mwah, mwah. Thank you so much for sharing us out. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh. I had to swallow for a bit. I was about to belch and I'm like, oh, and then I had to swallow it back down and I can feel it coming back up. All right, let's see. Teresa. Good to see you, Teresa. Welcome in. Welcome in. I appreciate you. Swamp Picker. Mwah, mwah. Good to see you, Swamp Picker. Welcome in. Dan Johnson. Mwah, mwah. Good to see you. What part of Florida? I'm in Boynton Beach, which is, West Palm. Around that area, that's where I am. All right, let's see who else is here. Remy's mom. Remy's mom, I appreciate you so, so much. You know what? You guys are so awesome. I want to continue to say thank you because you guys are a blessing. Thank you for sending me gifts. I bought some snacks from the Bullet Chick. And then I was surprised I got an invoice. No, I didn't get an invoice, but I got a I got a shipping notification, but I didn't get an invoice. And I'm like, girl, you haven't invoiced me. She said, oh, don't worry, it's been taken care of.
Oh, that was nice.
So I appreciate you. Thank you so much to the Buddha Chicks. Thank you so much to Remy's mom. Mwah, mwah. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much you guys are just a blessing. Thank you for the gifts I've been receiving. You guys are awesome. And I really, really appreciate it. Little Debbie, mwah, mwah. Good to see you, Little Debbie. Welcome in. All right, let's see who else is here. Oh, you're in Sarasota. When I used to live in Boynton Beach, myself and my ex, we went down. Where did we go? We went somewhere and we had to stop at Sarasota. So yeah, I've been to Sarasota once. It's a nice place. Nice place. Welcome back, Timeless. Good to see you. Hey, Sonia from Texas. Hi, Sonia from Texas. Welcome in, guys. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, guys. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. I think I'm going to do a show about hit the thumbs up.
That would be good. Because, sometimes I don't hit it until the person that's doing or someone in the chat says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I mean, I'll go, oh, I got to go back.
So yeah, we got only 18 thumbs up. We got 27 people, looking. So hit the thumbs up, guys. It does help the channel. Creations by D. Good to see you, D. D does auctions, so make sure you check her out. She'll be on this week. If it's not her channel, she will be on with Dawn's channel. So make sure you check her out. They do bring some really nice stuff to their auction. So check them out. I really appreciate you guys coming in. Thank you for sharing us out. Thank you. Thank you. And Timeless Juice, she does auctions on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you check her schedule because she does tell you where she's going to be. So check her out. She does bring awesome stuff. I was watching her yesterday. I was like, wow, this woman has some really nice stuff. You guys all have some nice stuff. Yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. I look at the stuff you guys have. I was like, wow, I get scared. I get scared. And the knowledge that you guys have, especially when it comes to jewelry,
that blows me away. I'm like, where did they come up with all this?
Yeah, when I was watching Pikiniki yesterday and she was describing this jewelry, and I was like, I don't even know how to describe nothing. I'm the one that used the thingy or whatchamacallit or whatchamacallit. I learned that from my husband, when he used to say whatchamacallit. And I'm
whatchamacallit?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is that?
Whatchamacallit?
Yeah, but as a British person, when you live with somebody, I'm thinking that's probably how my I drop a whole lot of my things I used to say. when I speak my, well, I used to call them, well, it's called idioms. I drop them, and then I go with the Americans one. Um, I used to laugh when he used to tell me, "Could you cut off?" He used to say, "Oh, I'm gonna cut off the lights." I was like, "What do you mean? Do you want a scissors or something?" I used to laugh so hard. He's like, "I'm gonna cut off the light." What do you mean you're gonna cut off the light? Like with what?
Or you're fixing to do something. I'm fixing to. Yeah.
Things like that. I used to like, but then I find myself now. I've got so used to it. Find myself saying the same thing as well. Hi, Joe Mouse. Mwah, mwah. Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. All right, guys. So I said hello to you guys. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. It does help the channel. I appreciate you guys so much. Before we end the show, we're gonna let you guys know what's happening in other channels. We know that today Tracy Cakes and Colleen on Tracy Cakes channel gonna be announcing another project again today, and I know everybody's gonna be rushing over to hear what it is. So don't worry, we'll be done. So,
Yeah, we're gonna let you go over there. We're gonna just
yeah,
send you right on over there.
yeah. All right. So today, I don't know, we were just talking in the back room. Like I said, that's I told it's me, Angie, there's a few things I would like to address. And the first one is, I don't want you guys to be thinking that myself and it's me, Angie, will that's another reason why we didn't come on early. We were already early in the back room, but because we were talking, because I wanted her to you know, what I wanted her to just give me her opinion, what she thought of what I was thinking. And I want to say today, because I've mentioned it in my lives. Now, I don't want to give the impression to you guys that I go around and go to other people's channel, find out the drama that is there, and bring it and say, "Hey, it's me, Andrew. Let's talk about the drama that is going on in wherever it's going on." And trying to pick on people to say, "Hey, let's talk about A, B, or C." I wanted to clear that up, because I don't want to give that impression, that, oh yeah, she might be talking about me, because I've received emails and people apologizing or saying one thing or the other, and it's like you're getting the whole thing wrong. I'm not talking about you. I don't care to talk about you. If I have to talk about you, I will tell you I was gonna talk about you. Like when I talked about little K last week, I emailed her. When after she emailed me, I told her point blank I was going to talk about her. I'm not the kind of person that will say, I'm gonna talk about somebody and not
And
let you
skate
know.
around it.
Yeah.
Get to the point.
I'm not gonna do. There's so many things that happen in the world that we can talk about it. If you happen to be like, oh, that's my situation. Well, I didn't come to talk to you. I didn't know your situation to talk about it. And even though I know your situation, what makes you think you're the only one that has that situation? There's a lot of people that go through the same situation. You know when we talk about somebody will say, "Oh my gosh, I went through that. Oh, I went through that too." There's so many people that go through the same situation. So I'm not going to be sitting down here and I'm thinking I want to talk about you. Okay? So whoever you are, that pedestal that you're sitting on, get off
Right. Yeah,
get
that's
off
not
it, okay, because you're not that important for me to talk about it. And if I was talking about you, you know what, you should be grateful I'm even talking about you, because that means I'm making you relevant without
right.
even calling your name. I'm making you relevant, okay, because if I didn't talk about you, then you were not relevant,
And
you
feel
know.
free to come back and address it.
So
Get
that's,
in the chat and address it.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you feel that I am talking about you, come here, come to my live Friday. I say Friday, Sunday, 5 p.m. We're on here twice a month. Come on and let's talk about it.
This
You
is what
know,
it's for.
that's
This
what
is
it's
what
for.
this is
Yeah.
for.
Hi, Sally. Welcome in. Yeah. you can come here and we can talk about it. Okay. But I'm not sitting down here and like, oh, I'm arranging in the back room before I come live, or I had to call it's me, Angie, or we sit down and we say, hey, we're gonna talk about that. We go over. No, I don't
Mm-mm.
even know what to talk about till we
It's
before we
straight from
start
the
the
hip.
show. Yeah,
Straight from the hip.
yeah. And it was like, hey, you know what? I think we should talk about ABC. I'm like, oh, okay, we can talk about that. It's not like we're sitting down here comparing notes and saying, oh, you know what? I think you should say this. I think you should say that. We don't do that.
Mm-mm.
We really don't do that. And if we happen to say something and it relates to what you were going through, then I'm sorry. It's just, that's life. Other people go through it, not just you. Other people go through it, not just you. So I wanted to talk about that one and see what you guys think about it. So I'm gonna pass it on to it's me, Angie.
Well, when you started talking about, you would like to address that we say things sometimes. I've had people that literally have text me or email me and said, "Were you talking about me in your video, or were you talking about me on Ella's channel? Were y'all talking about what's going on with whatever?" And I'm like, "No, we're not even. No, no." So my point is, when you're in the chat, you want to bring up something, feel free to bring it up, because like we said, we're all adults here. We
Yeah.
warn you from the beginning. If you're not that way, you need to check out and not come, because you may get your feelings hurt. But if you can discuss it like an adult and you want to say, look, I know I'm going through this, and you don't have to call names.
Yeah.
And I want to see what y'all think about this, or this happened to me and I'm upset about it, or I don't agree with people what they're saying because they don't know the whole story. First of all, when something goes down, the only two people that know the whole story are the two people that were involved in the situation.
Yes.
Your mind can blow it up, your mind can go to different places, but unless you were there and heard the entire
Story.
conflict, you do
Conversation.
not know. So there's no way Ella and I could come here and discuss someone else's situation, because if Ella's like I am, I try to avoid those situations because I really don't want to know.
Mm.
Not in an ugly way. I say I don't want to know. If you want to come share with me what happened, I'm open minded. I do not take sides. I'll listen to your side of the story and I'll say, I'm sorry it happened.
Yeah.
You know, but I will not take sides and I will try to be neutral.
And that's one thing we have in common too, is we always, like, for me and you, we always try to say, okay, we'll listen to this person, and we will sympathize with you and say, oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you, you know and then if we have the opportunity to listen to the other person, that's fine. But I'm not going to take anybody's side, for something I wasn't even present. Okay. I wasn't present. So if I wasn't present there and you're telling me a story, that's something that happened to you, like the stuff that happened in my life growing up as a kid, as an adult, you know what? Nobody was there, but it's my story to tell, and I'm telling it. Okay, and you can say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry," but guess what? The other party there, you're not saying, "Oh, let me hear from that person first." And it's up to you if you want to hear from the other person. It's up to you, because that's how it is, where you don't take side. Now, one thing I found out, especially in the coin community and the reseller community, that they've been beefing. There's people in both communities that have some kind of beef with each other. And then guess what? You don't even know what it is about. Now, one side might come and tell you that this is the story. Okay. And the other side might say something, but you don't want to be in the middle. Like I would say, I don't want to be in the middle of the drama. you
Mm-mm.
know I can say, oh, I'm so sorry that happened, and I said, well, I can see where that person went wrong. Okay, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to go as far to do the stuff you're going to expect me to do. I
Right.
wouldn't do it. One, because what happens when sometime down the line you guys make up,
Where does
you
that
know,
leave you?
where does that leave me? Because now I pick a fight with something that is none of my business. Yes, the person hurt you. I'm so sorry that the person hurt you, but the person hasn't hurt me. If I pick a side and then you guys now make up, where does that leave me? you
I do
know
have a question for the chat. I do have a question for you. This and James and I discussed this the other night, and I want an honest answer. I want you to say through your mind and how you feel about it. But what makes people think? And I've done this in the past. I mean, I have when I was younger, and I learned my lesson about choosing sides. But what makes a person think when two people have a conflict that they're not involved in, and you're not sleeping with any party? You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Uh, why are you choosing sides? I mean, what? Why do you? Why do we as humans feel like we have to pick a side? If you're not involved in it anyway, I mean, you may think that person's right about everything that happened, but
Mhm.
that doesn't mean that the other person needs to be written off because they didn't do anything to you. Let's just say that the two people involved, one of them wants to harm the other one. I don't mean physically, but try to do something to their YouTube channel, try to make it less than what it is, and all this stuff. I mean, why aren't we building up instead of tearing down? And why are we choosing sides? That's what I really want to know. Why? Why are we choosing sides?
I don't, for me, like I said, I don't have time. I don't have the time to choose a side. If somebody hurt you, I will say, I'm so sorry you went through that with that person. But I am not going to be enemies with that person because that person hurt you. They haven't hurt me, you know. They haven't hurt me. So because if I'm friends with that person and you, because it happens like this. If we're friends and I'm no longer friends with that other person, then you shouldn't be a friend with that person too. No, I can't really do that.
Say if something happened between you and I, Ella, and we decided that we didn't no longer wanted to associate or whatever.
Hmm.
I mean, there would be a clash of people that would take sides. They would say, "Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, what
yeah.
happened?"
But that's
And I
human
would tell
nature.
you this:
Yeah, but that's
don't.
human nature, bro. Let me tell you though, but that is human nature.
It
There's a
is
lot of people that will say, okay, you know what? Ella and it's me, Angie, broke up. They're no longer doing the show, because something happened. I don't know really what it is, but you will know some people will take side. Some people will follow me, and some people will follow you. Example, a lady came to my chat. I wasn't there live at the time. Picky Nikki was selling while I left to go do something. When I came back, I did hear Picky Nikki say, "Oh, hello to this person." And then when I came back, I went back in and said, "Oh, hi." And then this person went to their community page and put out there that she came to my live and we never said hello to her. Typical example, the people that don't even know me, after she went and put that community post up, she took it down though. After a while, she took it down. But the people that don't even know me, okay, when it says, "Oh, you know what? Thank you. I'm not ever gonna go to that channel," but you don't even know me. Have you come to my channel and I didn't even say hello to you? But guess what? Thank God the people that knew me went to her when they saw her post, said, "No, that's not the way it happened." You
because I was
understand?
there. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and said no. So that's an example. You will still have some people will go off without even hearing everything, will go off with the one. And that's what I'm saying. That is human nature. Now, the people one day it will come to my channel, they see my channel like, "Oh, wow, she's not even like that." You
Mm-mm.
know,
Hmm.
guess what? They stayed in my channel. They've been coming to my channel, because they found out that, oh, she wasn't really like what the other lady was saying. You understand?
And here's the thing, Ella. People may or may not like either one of us, okay? But the people in the chat, they love you. They might just like me or whatever, but they have nothing again. We've done nothing to them. But
Yeah.
you and I have a conflict, then they feel like, okay, I have to be loyal.
Yes.
I have to be loyal. I have to go with this one because I've been with this one longer. I
Mm.
haven't known this one very long. I don't have anything against her, but I've got to go over here. And the two people involved, when I'm involved with somebody, don't feel that way because I'm
Mm.
telling you it's okay. You know,
Yeah.
whatever your decision is, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, don't force somebody to say because, oh, you know what? I'm not talking to that person, so you too are not going to talk to that person. Be a bigger person and do what you want to do. You feel comfortable doing.
That's high school stuff. That's
Yeah,
high
that's high
school.
school stuff. Do you know? I know people on YouTube, okay, that because they take on, those are people that take on other people's issue as their own. Don't even
That's
come
a
to
good way
my
of putting
life.
it. That's
Yeah,
a good.
they don't even come to my life. They don't come to my life. And then when I go to other people's channel, they don't even say hello to me when I say hello. They don't even say hello to me. And I watch those people and I say to myself, oh my gosh, you know what? I'm the bigger person because I'm even much older. So you know what? I'm the bigger person. So at the end of the day, I really don't know you from Adam. So whether you come to my live, you stop coming to my live. You're not gonna say hello to me because when you see me in other chat, when I say hello, and you're not gonna say hello. That's fine. I
If I
am
lose
good.
sleep, it won't be over that.
No, it won't be over that. So for
Mm-mm.
you to for them to lose sleep, because that's what it is. They're losing sleep for somebody else is issue. They're losing sleep for, because I didn't do you wrong. So let me tell you, watching my channel, because you want to side with somebody else. If you don't want to come to my life, good on you. I don't really need you to be in my life. I really don't. I really don't. If
So,
that's how you're gonna feel, I really don't need you in my life.
well, supposedly, let's just use you and I for an example. Supposedly, I don't think I have any enemies that I'm aware of, but they're okay with me today. You and I have a conflict. Well, within 24 hours, they're not okay with me.
Mm,
I mean, how's that even possible? I mean, one day you are and the next day you aren't because of something that you don't even really know what all went down.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't
And
even really know.
yeah, and at the end of the day, even though the other side decided to tell you, you know, what it is, and that's the same thing I say
That's
to
their
myself.
perception, though. That's
Yeah,
their perception.
yeah. And for me, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna, if somebody, if you want to hear the story, that's why there's always two sides to a coin. That's why they
Yes.
call it a head and a freaking tail. Okay, so if the head is saying something, you know what? You might want to agree with what the head said, but then you're like, okay, you know what? Do I really want to listen to the tail, or do I just want to say neutral? But some people follow the head or follow the tail, and then they're not actually being neutral. They want to take side. Okay, fair enough. If you that's how you want to live your life and you want to take side, okay, then that's good. But don't let the other person that is in worry, like worry, like, hey, I thought you were my friend. How come I don't hear from you? You know, and you're not able to say, oh, because you did this to this person, and
And
then
some people
I
look
will
at
be mad.
neutral as
Yeah,
a
I
weakness.
will say, oh, I did something to that person. Why didn't you come and ask me so I can tell you what actually happened, so you can compare, because that person already told you a story. Why don't you hear my side
My
of the
side.
story?
Hmm.
So you can compare and see. I haven't heard the other person's side. That's why I stay neutral. And you know what? I stay neutral, and I'm still gonna say hello, and I'm still gonna talk to who I want to talk to.
Some
You
people
know?
look at neutral as weakness,
Yeah.
but it's not weakness. It's really strength because you're able to stay to the point where you can hear both sides and go, I'm still care about you and I still care about you. And feel free to come to me if you want to talk about it. I'm not going to choose sides, but a lot of people look at it like, well, how can you stay neutral? You're just, that's just like you're weak. But to
Yeah.
me, it's not a sign of weakness.
Yeah, it's not. I want to go through some of the
Yeah, let's
comments
see
in the
what the
chat.
chats. Yeah,
Pearl said they won't come on here because they would rather hide, talk nonsense otherwise. That is so true. They won't come, you know, they won't come here. So you know what? They can go hide. And Judy may say, my grandmother used to tell me when people think you are talking about them, they have a guilty conscience. Oh,
that is 100%, 100% true.
hi Julie. Mwah. Welcome in, welcome in. She said, no drama queens or kings. Creations by D say humility and forgiveness. Yes.
Yes.
But do a lot of people do have that though? I don't know. Pearl says there are two sides to a pancake, except there's always someone who loves starting things because they love drama. Personally, I am a peaceable person. I believe in life and let live and let's live. And that is so true. You know, there's always two sides to a pancake. Okay? So you never go see somebody warm one side of the pancake and then take it off the pan and eat it. You know, they
Okay, do
always
you
have
feel
to
like
flip
this?
it.
Do you
Always have
feel
to
like
flip it.
this, Ella
Huh?
and the Chad? I'll just throw this out there. When something goes down between two people, whether in your real life here at my where I live or on YouTube, you'll find out who is true and who is not.
Yeah.
Who is the ones that really meant that they liked you or wanted to be around you?
Mm,
Because if they don't take sides, they're like, well, I like both of them. But if they take a side, you're like, wait a minute, were they ever really real? Did they
mm,
ever really like my channel? Did they ever really like me? And you start seeing trueness, like when someone passes away, you'll
yeah.
see true colors because people act a lot different when somebody passes away.
Yeah. And yeah, that's the thing is like, what happens? How would you feel if you decided to take side and then the person you're taking side after maybe about a week or 2 weeks, a month, a year, decided to make up and become friends with that person? Where does that leave you after taking that person's side? So you, for instance, um
I think it has something to do with your credibility
I
because
mean, yeah, because then how you make you look like a fool. Because me and the other person were still talking,
mhm,
okay, we're still talking, and you, because you heard from them side, you decided to take their side. But me and that person were still talking, we're still friends. But guess what, though? Where does that leave you? It's gonna leave you. You're gonna be bitter. You're going to be angry because you're going to be thinking, well, you know what? I took your side and you are still friends and you still talking to that person. How that's going to, it's going to eat you up because you decided that you were going to take side, and the person's side you took, they're finally talking to that person.
and if the person gets upset with you because you will not take their side,
Mm.
then they're trying to control you
You,
and trying to
yes.
control how you feel toward the other person.
Yeah. Zulu said it's because they love the drama, be involved in shit. Yeah, people like to be involved in other people's drama. You know, it's like I don't have the time. You know, it's just too much work. You know, that's what I see. It's too much work to be involved in other people's drama. It's
I
just too
have to
much
have
work.
peace in my life. I have to have peace.
Some people do to some people because they think they can, because you can't bully everyone. They pick on who they can. Well, yeah, well, if they're seeing it that way, then well, good luck. Miss Annette said, I follow both of you, no sides. Thank you, Miss Annette. She said she followed both of us, no side. Yeah, that's the thing that happens is that people like to take side. And why you taking side? Did you hear from, like, did you hear from Ella? So you called Ella? Did you text Ella? Did you find out how Ella is feeling after you heard what Angie said? Or Ella, when you finish, you know, did you tell that person, hey, I know this is how I feel, this is how it happened, but you know what? If you want to go, here is it's me, Angie. Contact Angie and say, hey, what happened between you and Ella? But don't just take my side and run with it without hearing what Angie had to say. because I don't think it would be fair on Angie if you don't listen to what she has to say. And then when you listen, it's left for you to conclude, and say,
Well, if you
okay,
and I are really friends and we agreed on everything, I would start really questioning that,
yeah,
because when you have a true friend, you don't always agree on every little thing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's good to disagree. It's good for you to feel different
yeah,
about something that I do, so I can go, oh, I had never thought of it that way. Let me think about that.
yeah.
So if you have a friend that's always agreeing with you, I mean, I would be like, wait a minute, now this doesn't seem right. You know what I'm
That's not a
saying?
true friend at all.
Uh,
I'm telling you, that's not a true friend. And I got a lot of friends. No, I don't have a lot of friends.
I
That's
have
one
I
reason why
have
I don't have
about that
friends.
many.
That's the reason why I don't have friends. Okay. Okay. So Pearl said, well, some people don't show their true colors. That's true. Some people don't show their true colors. So yeah, they're just fake. Timeless said, I learned a long time ago to not sweat the small things. Life is too short. That is what we've been
Amen.
saying. Well, life is too short. It's like when I say to myself, 60 is just around the corner for me. I know people don't really believe my age. They look at me and say, how could you be like, yes, it's around the corner for me. And I want to live to see it. Before I was like, you know what? I've always been, I want to hurry to see the next stage of
Hmm.
my life, how it's
Hmm.
going to grow and what am I going to
Hmm.
do the following year. But then when come December, actually come October, I don't want to hear about the year coming to an end. I hate to hear about it because I feel I haven't accomplished what I want to accomplish before the year is coming to an end. But yeah, that is so true. Life is too short to keep on all these you know side and not
Well, if
taking
you have
time.
goals in your life that you're trying to accomplish, which that should be your focus on, what you're trying to uh, go forward. You don't really have time to be focused on all the yeah that's going on over here. Not that you don't care about it, not
Yeah,
that you don't care, but the fact that you don't spend 24/7 because you're trying to cause. If you have a YouTube channel, you're trying to grow it. You're trying to come up with content. You're
mm.
trying to do different things, and you need to focus on positive things and not all the negativity.
And negativity drives people away. I know it brings people in their life, but it would have brought a lot. Some people like the negativity because that is same thing with TV, the reality shows on TV. The reason a lot of people watch reality shows because they can't wait to see somebody fight and all that kind of stuff, so it draws more views to it. Kids these days don't think about an education, all they're thinking about, they want to be on reality TV where they can make
Right.
some money and things like that, you know but at the end of
People
the
don't
day,
look at you the same
yes.
after this hard. Now I do, like when somebody's in a conflict, the way I saw you the day before you got in that conflict with somebody, I try to still look at you that same way because
Mm.
you haven't done anything to me.
Anything to me.
But
Yeah.
a lot of times people automatically see that person differently than they did before they got into the conflict. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I didn't see that side of them, or what they think the side is,
Yeah.
and they base an opinion on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And I don't watch a lot of YouTube channels. To be honest with you, I really don't watch everybody, even though I'm subscribed to a lot of people. There's just a few people I just put on. I am so busy doing one thing.
I
I'm
was supposed to say you're
multitasking.
busy. You're
I am
busy.
so busy to sit down here and watch somebody and listen to them from beginning to the end. I really cannot do that because I am so busy with stuff I need to get ready to do. So I won't be able to listen to every single thing. Now, if I listen to somebody's channel, it's not positive to me, I wouldn't even bother going to watch their channel. If they're always complaining and complaining and complaining, I don't care whether you got 500 people watching your channel or 10 people watching your channel. That is not for me. I will disappear. I will not even go there. I will leave. Okay, I will just leave. That's who I am.
I feel like if you're
And
not
welcome in.
edifying, you know.
Yeah, good to see you, Anne. Little Debbie says, I'm thinking too much time on YouTube and social media. That's the thing too. You're on social media 24/7, and you're into all the type of issues that you shouldn't be in if you're not seeing the person face to face. So it's like we cannot even cause drama face to face with our neighbors. So we decided that YouTube was going to be a place, social
All right,
media,
let's
Facebook
think
or
about
whatever.
this, Ella. Let's think about this. You and I have never met.
Yeah.
We only know each other through YouTube. And that's the way most people are that are on YouTube. Now I've met some, a few people off YouTube, and
Hmm.
you have too, and it's fine. But in reality, you're telling me you're losing sleep over someone that you have never even met, or two people you've never even met, who you don't even know if they're really coming across to you as who they really are. I
Hmm.
could come on here and pretend
To be
anything.
somebody that I'm not, and that's the thing. That's a lot of people that come on, okay, and they can be a different person. It's like that
A
is the
total different person.
yes, that is their YouTube life, and they put on somebody different, and then guess what? Once they shut this laptop down, they go back to their regular day life and that's why we can be somebody different. But then it's an act. If you're good at it, you're good at it. A lot of us are not good at it.
I
Like for
can only
me,
be me.
I
That's
can
it.
only be me. I can't be somebody else. I will be the person that will cuss you from head to toe if I see you in real life and I see you on YouTube or any kind of social media.
I
I
was
will be myself. You never see me being somebody else. Hi, Retro. Welcome in. Good to see you. All
I
right.
was
Never
I
see
was
me.
watching this channel of this lady that appeared to be like drippy, sweet, like everything was fine. She forgot to cut her video off when she was live for a few seconds before she realized it. She went to cussing her child out like a sailor, like using the F bomb and all this. And I'm going, whoa, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm,
you really don't know somebody. They can pretend that they're one way on camera and be totally different off camera.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. You know what? Picky Nicky will tell you because Picky Nicky met me. And I've already said this. I think I said this a while, 2 weeks ago too. If I was somebody different, let me tell you, Pikiniki will tell you because I've met her in real life. Okay. And I didn't meet her one day. We were there, we talked for all the weekend, were together, we went all places, and she will tell you Ella is who she is.
Right,
She can't pretend to be somebody else. And that's the thing. That Pikiniki, she's so sweet, she can't pretend to be somebody else either.
right.
That's how she is. Hi Pikiniki. Mwah. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome in. She can't be somebody else. Everyone just need to be kind. I just made a video about we are from the same nest, meaning we are one. Just be kind. That's true. You just gotta be kind to people. You being kind to somebody else doesn't take anything away from you.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't. It just gives
Even
you
if you
more.
don't like the way they act, even if
Yeah.
you don't like, if you have now I believe in personality conflicts.
Mhm.
I have met people on my jobs when I worked out in the real world that this person would not even say a word to me, and they would walk up and I would just go, woo. It because you could just feel their demons was fighting with my demons, and
Yeah.
you just had a personality conflict.
Yeah.
And that's okay, but you don't have to be ugly. You don't have to be ugly.
I've had that even in church, so-called church that we go to. You know, it's this lady. For some reason, I don't know her. She don't know me from Adam. She only see me when I come to church. But for some reason, she don't like me. I could be standing here talking to somebody else. She would just walk in between me and this person talking, and she would just stand there and start talking to the person. She would never say hello to me, nothing. She would just in freaking church. But guess what? I would
The
just
house of the
compose.
Lord.
Yes, I would just compose myself and I would not say anything. I would just let her do that. She did that to me for years. Okay. And I never said nothing. So in 1999, a church said we need to go attend a Zusa conference in where Oklahoma. Okay, said we need to go attend the Azusa conference. Then Bishop Carlton was doing it. He's late now. So we went. So some of us in England, then in our church, we put money together, we book our flight, and we book our hotel, and we came. Okay, so it was that small knit, like we were together in the same van on the
Small
plane
environment.
together
Yeah.
in the hotel, and she started to see my playful side. Okay, and this out of nowhere that day she came and she said, "I am so sorry." I was wondering why she was apologizing because me and her never talk. You know, she said, "I'm so sorry." She said, "I didn't know that. This is you. I misjudged you." And I was like, "Why you say that?" She said no reason. She said, "I know for myself that I misjudged you. You
But
never
what would keep her
what
from
would
even
make
speaking to
you
you,
see."
even if she thought you were different?
She didn't even know me for Anna. She
She
just
could have
said,
acknowledged you and said,
yeah, she
"Hey,
didn't
how are you?"
yeah. And now when she used to see me back then before I left and come in, she would say hi. She used to like call me Grace, somebody that is graceful. Because
Yeah.
when she was doing all that crazy stuff, I just never said nothing. She would interrupt when I'm talking to somebody. I kept my cool, my calm. I didn't do anything. But guess what? She at the end of the day had to come and apologize to me because when she saw how I was being playful, laughful, and I would laugh with people in on the bus, and
That you were fun.
the
Yeah.
same things I would say that would make people laugh, and they were like, when she saw that, she felt like, wow, I've only spent this amount of hours with this lady, and she's not who I thought she would be. So she misjudged me,
Right.
you
And she
know.
missed out. I mean,
Yeah. Christians by D say you do not hang on to the anger. Forgive the people, even if it is one-sided. You do not want to carry that anger. A lot of
no.
people do. We've talked about this a lot of time. A lot of people do. They want to carry, keep carrying it. And you know what? Why would I carry your anger for you? Because you're
Yeah.
angry with somebody. I'm not going to do that because the way it's eating you is going to eat me too. You know that Anne says that's when I wash my hands of both. I'm too old for that. I know. Hey, Randy, mwah, welcome. It is often come down to they are empty inside, don't know how to fill themselves with positive, so create negative so they have something.
Some people have to have something to hold on to, whether it's negative stuff or
Or
not.
positive stuff, yeah. Uh, yeah. Exactly. The anger is useless motion to hang on to. There is a narcissist on every. I'm telling you, there is. I'm telling you. And it's funny though, those type of people that switch up. One minute they have this personality, and then the other minute they switch up, and we're like, what the heck? You know.
Right.
So, for those of you coming in, the topic is not kind of a topic,
It's a
I
discussion
it's a
of
discussion, because I have received messages, I received email where I've been angry the last couple of weeks and I've spoken my mind, and people email me and they think, oh, I was talking about them, or they think that, oh, it had to do with whatever. And I'm like, no. Yes, some of them, yeah. And I was like, if I was going to talk about you, I will tell you I was going to talk about you. And I did say that when I called Little Kim out last week, and I told her in the email I was going to talk about her because of what she did me wrong, you know. And that's the kind of person I am. And you don't want to be my friend because I called you out, then that's fine. That's okay. We only friends here on social media. It's not like you're calling me and you having this long conversation on the phone. No. Okay. So, but if you want to cut me off, then that's fine. You see me when I go into another live and you don't want to say hi to me when I'm saying hi, that's fine. Don't say hi to me. If you want to listen to one sided story, okay, and not listen to the other side, and you want to keep side, that means you're empty, your head is empty. Okay, your empty head. What does I call it? What, something else I need to call it? Man, all these terms I use in England, they now escaping my head because I've been here too long.
You've
You
been with
know,
us too long.
I've been here too long, so the stuff I wanted to say is like disappeared from my head. But yeah, because how could you just listen to one side of the story and not listen to the other side and just want to stay on that one sided and to follow? You are a follower, you're not a leader. Because guess what? That's all you got ever gonna be in your life, is to follow what other people say, and you're not never ever in your life gonna be a leader. And yes, I said so because that's who you are. You know,
Yeah.
if you're not gonna take the time to go to the other person and you say you're friends with that person, and you're not gonna find out what happened, and then you just decided that you're gonna follow the other person, you know what? You keep following. Keep following and start eating whatever that person is eating, because
And
whatever that person
let's just get down to it.
fill
People,
them
when
up.
they have a disagreement,
Yeah,
some people will come to that one or the other person just to get the story. They don't really care one way or another. They just want to know the drama. They just want to know what happened. They feed on that. They want to know what all went down. They haven't been talking to you for months, and then all of a sudden you have a conflict with somebody. They want to know. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you
So
can always tell those type of people.
yes, if you
But if
can't,
you're
then
friends with somebody and you know the other person as friends as well, and if something happens, sometimes it's up to you if you want to take side. And this is my point. The people that don't take side are the people that still say hello, goodbye, how you doing, I hope you're well. They're the people. If somebody stops saying hi to me, hello, how you doing, I hope you're well, and they used to tell me that, and they stopped telling me that, okay, they probably taking side with somebody that told them something, okay, and then decided to follow that person. Okay, good luck, continue to follow that person. Like you said, am I losing sleep over it? No way, I'm not losing sleep over it. So good luck to you, good luck to you. But at the end of the day, you ask yourself, are you standing on your own 2 feet, making your own decisions, or you listening to somebody else's story because they're pissed off and you want to be pissed off, or you're trying to please them because they're pissed off? What are you trying to do? you
and
know
I'm a firm believer that when two people have a
Hi,
conflict,
Robin.
that one person has a right to tell their story. Then
Yeah,
again, and then the other side comes back and gives their side. Then it needs to stop if it's going to be made publicly. You know what I'm saying? Let's Each side has said their piece, so let's just not keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Let's just she spoke or he spoke, and they said their side, and let's just move on.
yeah,
Let's just don't keep it going, going, going.
yeah. I am myself on YouTube and in person. That's all you can be. Randy, trust me, you wouldn't be yelling at me in my face. Don't let the Italian come
That's
out of
right,
the.
Pearl, because people will do to you on away from you and not in front of you
Yeah,
things they wouldn't do if they were in front of you.
yeah.
They can yell, scream, talk about you behind your back, but when you confront them, they start like,
They're
"Oh, I
like
didn't
this.
do that. I didn't do
Yeah,
that."
they're like this. You know, but me, come meet me in person. Come meet me in person. That's why I'm saying, like, I can't be somebody else. Like a lady who I remember what she was telling me way back in England. She was like, Ella, I didn't know this is you. I said, yeah, this is me. You want me to be somebody else? If I show you a different side of me, you wouldn't like it, would you?
Now
Because she heard me saying,
I
yeah,
have different moods.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
People always have different moods, but
I do, but I mean, as far as the core, I'm who I am. What you
yeah.
see is what you get.
It's a bikini. Yeah, Ella is Ella all day long. And they say hello all day long. I can't be anybody else. I can't be anybody else.
And when you're like that, it's such a peace within you
Yeah.
that because one day the two are going to get mixed up, and the people are going to see the side you don't want them to see, and because you're trying to hide it, and it's going to catch up with you.
Yes. Yeah. Retro say, ironically, people in church treat people bad. And that is so true. We've been going through it. I've gone through it so many times. In church. I mean, the people in church are the worst. Let me tell you,
I
they
think the
at the
church
end of
have
the day, they all still human beings.
Yeah, but I think they have failed people, because once you hurt someone in church, they're going to leave and find somewhere that's going to accept them and want them somewhere else. When you could have embraced them and brought them in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you chose, they didn't look like you, they didn't act like you, they didn't have as much money as they thought, you thought they should have. You didn't have anything to offer, so they just acted like you wasn't even there. I
Yeah.
think that's the most wrong thing that could happen.
Hi, New England. Mwah. Cajun. Good to see you. Hi, Annette. Mwah. Good to see you. I know the real Nikki. She is in here. Oh, she's amazing. Of course she is. All right. Let's see if anybody else is saying anything here. Melinda. Mwah. Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late. NASCAR race just ended. Oh, good to see you. Way back to the hotel room. Be safe now. All right. Let's see who else. You all have a blessed day. I love the chat. Mwah! Creations by D. Don't forget, she does auctions on her channel. Make sure you check her out. I will always remember the kindness Nikki and John shared to me. Yeah, they're one of the nicest people you can ever meet. Nicest. I'm telling you. I do not take sides. I like all people. If they make me angry, I'll just go on with my life. And that is what was just saying. People always wanting to take side. It's like, why when you want to take, even though when you listen to the stories, whether you listen to A, you listen to B, you don't take A side because of what B said, and you don't take B side because of what A said. You have to be in the middle and say, okay, I see, but I think, I would have done it, or I would have said something differently. Okay. Like when I'm pissed off, if I pick up the phone and I say, okay, let me call Picky Nikki, or let me call my friend Brandy, or I call my sister and I say, I'm pissed off because this is what happened, you know, they will tell me, okay, I'm so sorry you went through that, but I probably would have done it this way. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm saying it would have turned out better if you did it this way. You
And
know,
that's a true friend.
that's a true friend. That's a true friend. And they will say, you know what, I think maybe you should do this, maybe you should do that. They're not taking any kind of side. They're advising. Now if B decided they want to go tell Pikiniki or tell my sister or tell my best friend whatever happened, they're gonna say the same thing to B. Oh, okay. I see where you're coming from as well. But you know what? I think it would have been best if you handle it. That is what I would do. That is what I would do. And if I'm not able to talk to B or talk to A, which one I'm not able to talk to at the time, I wouldn't make my decision or my conclusion based on what A told me. Or if I didn't speak to A and B spoke to me, I won't make my conclusion on what B said to me. You know?
At the end of the day, our perception is our reality. You know, the way, because A is perceiving it one way, B is perceiving it another way. That's our reality as individuals, is
Yeah.
our perception, how we see things. So that's why you have two different stories.
Yeah, same thing. What you see, Johnny is just Johnny on his show, and in real life, it's that I don't get angry or mad. I just get even.
Okay.
I
Hey,
don't like to be put in the corner. There's
look,
only
note
one
to
way out.
self. Note to self. Johnny gets even. Note to self.
Yeah, note to self. Johnny gets even. He doesn't like to be put in the corner. Exactly, Johnny. I always say that in my videos. what do you see is what you get, baby. I know that is right. Ned says, you know how involved I was in the chat and behind the scenes. I left YouTube totally because a certain person attacks get so vicious that it was affecting me and people close to me, and that's true. And
And see, and
sometimes
that's sad.
that
That's
is,
sad.
yeah. And I could understand because she left. And I was like, this woman left and she left me because I'm telling you, before I even knew, like started to talk to Pikiniki and a few people, she was my go-to person, Miss Annette, Aqua Girl. She was my go-to person. I'm telling you, she was my go-to. I can pull up on Instagram when me and her started talking. Okay. And then she left. And she left me hanging.
She left you hanging,
High
hanging.
and dry, she left me. But you know what? Yes, I can understand that. Sometimes you get pushed to the wall, and you know what? It's like I gotta leave. Sometimes people gotta leave, they gotta leave, because it's sometimes you say to yourself, it's not worth it.
Right. You have to take care of
You
you
gotta
and
take
be
care of yes.
healthy. And yeah.
Hi Sandy. Mwah. Good to see you. Yes, sometimes you gotta leave. There was some real sick and twisted people. Unfortunately, it just wasn't worth it. But I'm always in yours, even if you don't see me. I know. And she came out for my birthday. I was like, what? She said,
That
I
was
had
a
to come.
wonderful surprise.
Yeah, she surprised me. Like, I had to come out. Only one call away. I'll be there to save the day. I'm only one call away. Yes, from a friend. I'm telling you, it's YouTube. I've never known YouTube to have this so much. And I thought in my private life, I never had a lot of friends because having a lot of friends, I was in trouble when I was in much younger because I had so many friends. And
It's
when
a
I
big
got,
responsibility. It's a big responsibility.
yes. And then when I got into that trouble, I just said, I'm not going to do it. So I backed out. I was not going to do it. I backed out of being friends with people. I can be your friend, but I don't have to hang out with you or do anything or listen to who said what, because that was
Right.
the most thing. This person will say something, then this person will say, and this person will say something. And when you say, by the time it goes round, it never comes out the way you said it, you know?
And we all know that there are manipulative people in the world. They
Yeah.
have a motive, they have an agenda. They can come into a group of people that's had it smooth and everybody's getting along, and then it only takes one person to come into that and destroy it all. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
they intended to do it. They're very manipulative, controlling. You have those people in the world, you know, but it doesn't mean you can't be kind to them, but you have to distance yourself from them, you
Hmm.
know.
That's true. So some same here. People are very helpful and venture. I mean, you never know the person, and you're trying to be, evil. Okay, this is what we wanted to talk about, Johnny, and it took a different turn because I really wanted to talk about this because, like I said, I've been getting messages. People think, "Oh, are you talking about me? Did I do you wrong or whatever?" And that's why. But look at that, what Johnny just said. I've had some YouTube channels would say on their live show, I would never get my channel back the first time I lost it. Look at me now. Angie, isn't this something we were going to talk about?
Competition.
Competition. Some people
Uh,
that don't like other people's channel.
I
This is
mean,
what we were going
why?
to talk about. It just
Yeah,
took a
I mean,
different turn. Look
why
at
do
how it
you
come
want to
back.
compete with somebody else's channel when we each individually have our own channels and our goals to be within ourself to
Mm,
grow our channel? Why
yeah.
should you be jealous of Ella's channel? I mean, she has a different personality than I do. I have a different personality than she does.
And
Some
same thing
people
with Johnny.
enjoy her more. Some people enjoy me. If you don't enjoy me, go to Ella. If you don't enjoy to Ella, go somewhere else.
Mm,
I'm not upset that people do not come to my channel if they don't like my content. But
mm.
I'm not going to bash somebody else's channel to try to get more people to my channel. I'm
Yeah.
not going to do it.
Yeah. And then you know what, and talk on their channel about the people's channel and say, oh, they're never gonna go get their channel back. But look at that. Johnny didn't only get one of his channel back, he got all his channel back. you
And then
know.
deep down, if they said that, they were probably saying they were glad that they were
Yeah,
like, oh yeah, he's not going to ever get it back. I hate it, but so you did get them back, and you proved them wrong, and then you saw the true colors of everybody that was doing that.
yeah. So yeah, that's the thing, and this is what we wanted to talk about. But I said, you know what, I got to address this issue first of all. And look at how he came 3 6.
I mean, there's a healthy competition, there's a friendly competition. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
But then there's the competition where people are wanting to destroy other channels and get joy out of people failing, and
failing,
get
yes,
joy out of people's channels getting taken away from them, get
yeah.
joy out of people suffering. I don't understand that.
I don't get it. At the end of the day, we're all here to grow our channel and help other people along the way. If you don't want to help anybody else grow their channel, that's fine. You go ahead and do you. Like Johnny said, you do you, boo. Do you. Okay? But don't try to take away from other people. Other people, it's just like you're taking away their livelihood. A lot of people have gone up to how many subscribers and how many views, and they're making money out of this in order to help them pay their bills, whether it's one bill you take care of or you take care of two bills. All that, it helps. Now for you to sabotage somebody else's channel, that is not fair. No matter what the person has done or didn't do, that is not fair. Whether you're gonna talk them up or talk them down, don't do it. Don't
See,
do it.
Ella, what? Say I have auctions, you have auctions. You have over 100 people. Let's just say in your chat. I only have 30. Okay, then I say, well, I want to be as big as Ella, and then I start trying to get people to come to my channel from yours and try to talk a little nasty about you and here and there. If people can't pick up on that and they go along with that, then they didn't need to come to my channel anyway. You know
No.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just, you need to stay with where you feel comfortable going.
Yeah. I would never say, don't go to this person's channel. You can go. It's your phone, it's your laptop, it's your keyboard, it's your mouse. Click wherever you want to go. That is what you want to do. But when somebody now tells you don't go to somebody else's channel because that person did you bad, who the hell for you to tell me where I could go and where I shouldn't go?
Well,
They
that's
did
like
you bad.
telling
I'm sorry they did you bad, but they didn't do me bad.
well,
You
that's
know.
like telling somebody don't go to Walmart, go to another place. Don't go to this place. Go shop here. I'll go
Mm.
shop where I want to shop.
Where I want to
You
shop,
know?
yeah. Hi, Jennifer. She said, I enjoy you both. People need to support each other, not tear them down. And that is what we've been talking about. Hi, Lucinda. You know, and if you don't intend to support somebody, why else sub to their channel? You don't want to, then don't sub to their channel. you know if you don't like them, you don't sub, because at the end of the day you wouldn't receive notification, you wouldn't see reminders, you won't receive nothing. You just do you. you know don't sub to their channel. Don't be going there trying to think that they're always talking about you when they're probably not talking about
They're
you.
probably not even thinking about you.
They're not probably even thinking about you, but you give them, and don't start giving people, ammunition for them to talk about you because of what you say or because of what you do. Because if you talk about somebody, you mention their name, guess what? When they in their channel, they have every right to mention your name because you called their name. you know it's just like if I call, say for instance, when I called little K out last week, I told her I was gonna call her out. If now she can go on her channel, she can call me out on her channel. Fair enough. That's fair, you know.
Hmm.
But I will expect it because I'm like, oh well, I called her out for what she did to me, so she decided to go call me out, and she can go say something else. Then that's fair enough, you know. But at the end of the day, if somebody didn't call me out, why will I go and call them out? I won't call them out. You know,
Right. It's a
I won't
waste
call
of
them out.
time. That's 20 minutes of your life you're never going to get back.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's it. Johnny's mission is always there to help everybody, you know. So why would you want to be so mean because somebody's channel is growing and you don't like maybe what they said or something, and you decided that, oh well, you're gonna tear them down, you know. Hi, Miss Josie, Josie's place. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yes,
I have a
what's up
dual thing with my channel. I'm like Johnny. Anything I say that can help someone, inspire them, encourage them, uplift them, that's what I want to pursue. Number two is I do my channel for a future reference to my grandchildren, my children, or
now?
whatever, to go back and look at who I really am. I don't want to be a brat or be ugly to people or not be who I am, and they go back 10 years and go, oh, was that what my Gigi was like? I don't really want
Yeah.
to watch her.
No,
So, you got to realize people are going to see this in years to come.
of
It's
course.
not going away.
Yeah, it definitely not. Guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Good to see you, Jaden. If you're in here, make sure you hit the thumbs up. It does help the channel. Aqua Girl said it's been my experience that unhappy people want to tear down happy people, especially if they are also popular or successful. Yeah, some people
That
don't
is so
like.
true.
Yeah, it's so true. They don't like who they are. They want to tear other people down. Well, I don't have time to do all that kind of shit. Like I said, sometimes you gotta have a life is too short. I'm no longer in my 30s. I'm not in my 20s. I didn't even do those shit when I was in my 20s
Right,
to
right.
come and start doing it now. I don't have that time to do it. But let me tell you, somebody decided that they want to spend their time. I will create time for you. That's all I
Well,
will
just
do. I
come
will
see
create
me.
time for
Come,
you.
come see me. We're good.
Yeah, I will create time for you, you know. So if you decide that you want to go call me out, I will make time for you.
But here's the thing:
No,
it's not going to be a screaming match.
no,
It's just
no.
because you're louder than me doesn't make you right.
Yeah,
So we're going to act like adults and we're going to talk it out.
yeah.
You know what I'm
But you
saying?
know
We're
what?
going to.
That's the thing, though. Are they gonna want to come talk it out? They probably wouldn't. Okay. So that's the thing. They probably a lot of people don't want to come talk it out. So let them be where they are, which is fine by me. But at the end of the day, like I said, I didn't create this keeping it real to talk about nobody. I created it so we can talk about the stuff we go through in life and how we deal with it. That's the
Exactly.
reason. I don't sit here with it's me, Angie, for about an hour, 2 days, 3 days to bring up a topic and talk about it. No, we don't do that.
Mm-mm.
You know, we go live with whatever we feel that is we can talk about, and then we follow the chat. What the chat put in, we do, and we highlight everybody's conversation that we feel that they made a conversation. We highlight it. You know, we highlight it. If something that we need to talk about, we'll talk about it. We're not choosing nothing, and it's not like we're not giving people a chance to talk. That's why we highlight it. It's your chance for you to talk, and we talk about it. That is it. I always say I won't say anything behind your back that I don't have the gut to say in your face. Of course. That's
I
why I
feel
always tell
I've
people
always been that type of
I
person.
always been that type because there's always a reason why I said something. If you hear that say, "Oh, Ella said this about me," the first question, the first actually before I even ask you the question, I would say, "I'm so sorry if you heard I said something. By the way, what did I say again? Because you know what, I cannot recollect. But just maybe it would trigger. What did I say? What did they tell you I said?" Because if you tell me, then I'll be able to explain it and give you a reason
They
why
could
I
have taken it
said
out of
it.
context. They
Yeah,
could take it out of context.
there is it could be like there's the reason I said it, or maybe I never said it that way, like you said, out of content. But I'm telling you, I'm a grown-ass woman, and I will tell you why I said it. And I'm sorry if it hurt your feelings. That's how I felt at the time, and that's why I said it. Or I will say, no, I don't think that's not what I meant. I don't think I said it that way. That wasn't it. And I will go on and explain it to you. But if you say, oh, my feelings are still hurt, all right, I am so sorry. That's all I can say. I can't say anything else. I had a seller last year. I had a seller last year and made a whole video on me, and none of it was true. She wanted to look like a victim and me a villain. I was like, OMG.
But a lot of times people, and I don't know this person that's made that comment, but a
Mm,
lot of people that are watching, whether they take a side or not, they know what really is going down if they know you and the other. You know what I'm saying? They may not ever say it, but they know, like she said, she tried to make her look like a villain. A
mm,
lot of people were probably saying, I don't believe that. Just like when that happened to you, Ella, and
yeah,
the lady made the video, and we were like saying, no, that is not Ella at all. That you
yeah.
got it all wrong. No.
Mm. Well, a few people believed her because they were like, "Oh, I'm not going." But you haven't even been to my channel to know. Because I looked at the people, I'm like, none of these people have ever been in my channel, and all of a sudden they already concluded, like, "Oh, thanks for telling me." It just goes to show people that they already took a side without even coming to my channel to see if you get greeted or not, you know. And I have been greeting people, taking time out to greet people before I do anything when I do my auction. And now when people come in here, we've been talking, I've been saying hello to them as we go along when I highlight the name. Okay, now Jetta says, right. Most people talk over you because they don't want to hear the truth when they're wrong. Let me tell you something, Jedit. I talk over people, and I talk a lot over people. And you know the reason why? It's not because they don't want to hear the truth. They don't give me the chance to talk. I do not like that at all because they'll feel that they are always right. What they're saying is right. And I am like, okay, you finish? Okay, let me talk. And when I'm talking, you interrupt and want to continue. I'm like, but I listen to you. So you know what? I have one of the loudest voice. And let me tell you, my voice will even it will go up even louder. I've heard people tell me, Ella, you're shouting. I'm like, I am shouting because you're not giving me the chance to talk. I listen to you. And then you know what? I do the same back to them. And I say, so how does it feel? How does it feel now? Because you're doing it to me. And it'd be like, okay, I understand where you're coming from. No, you don't. It pisses me off um when it's my time to talk, you're interrupting me. I will now shout the loudest because you need to hear what I gotta say. You know, you gotta hear what I have to say. So yeah, I know it's okay for people to do that, which I understand. But the only way you would hear my voice louder than how my loud voice is normally, and I will even tell you to shut up so I can talk. You know, I do that. I will say, up, shut up, so I can talk, because I don't feel it's fair. You're just trying to talk, 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 and you're not even giving me a chance to talk. No, no, no. I don't like people like that. I
And
don't.
then you have people that are right fighters. They'll ruin a good friendship because they have to be right. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
have to be right, and they have to keep trying to prove that they're right. And if you don't get it, they get mad. It's all about communication. Agree to disagree. You see it one way, I see it another way. Let's move on.
Yeah. And the other point is, yeah, let's move on from it. But another point of it is where people twist what you say, okay, and don't listen to the. It's like you need to, before you're in a hurry, settle down and listen to what the person is saying before you conclude and trying to think, oh, the person is saying something different. A lot of us, we don't listen when people talk, and then we just feel like, okay, you make your own conclusion. Take time to listen. And I'm saying, did I just say that? I didn't say that. So why are you mad? Because you didn't take time to listen, and that is the problem. You don't take time to listen, and then you just conclude that person, oh, you're angry. I'm like, okay.
Or you're already thinking in your mind what you want to say
One,
back to
yeah,
them,
yeah.
and you're not listening
Not
because you're
listening.
thinking about what you want to say.
Yeah. Nobody ever wants to come talk it out. They all go all way around it. Yes. Some people are like that. People like that. True, remember these folks can still make different choices in their behavior. Well, good luck to them. I made a decision earlier. We are having chicken and dumpling.
That sounds awesome.
I have unsubscribed to a few channels due to gossiping. I don't have time or the energy. That is crap. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. It's like, what the heck? It's not worth it. And we have known different channels through different people through different channels. You know, I have gone to the coin community, and people have known me because I've been in the coin community. I've been in the reseller community. People have known me because I've been in the reseller community. I've gone into the crafting community, and people have known me. I don't craft, but I just like to watch
See,
them
I
do
don't craft
stuff.
either, and I'm there.
Yeah. And I've been in the crafting community because and they know me. So I've been building my channel by going to all these other channels in all these different community on YouTube. So because I've been to them, they come to my channel. So we're building each other's channel. So when I go to their channel, they give me a shout out. When they come to my channel, I give them a shout out. So we're all building and we're getting to know each other. But then, if something happened, you're gonna go start to take side
And tear it all
and
down.
tear it
I
all
mean,
down.
why?
Why? Because somebody said you look. You're gonna love me for me. You're gonna love somebody else on another channel. You're gonna love somebody else on another channel. It doesn't mean because you love somebody so much in the crafting community that if they tell you what happened to somebody in the reseller community, then you're not gonna like that person no more in the reseller community. You know what? What did the person in the reseller community ever do to you? They didn't do anything to you. So if they did something to that person in the crafting community, why not find out from both ends? If you say you're friends with both of them, what happened? Instead of
Well,
taking
at the end of the
one side.
day, I'm only sleeping with James. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sleeping with anybody out there. I don't have that kind of relationship with anybody on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ella is mean to me. She slapped me.
Quit slapping Robin, Ella. Stop slapping her.
Oh my god. Ella, Angie, have a great evening. I'm going to eat my dinner. Love you. Mwah, mwah. Thank you so much. We're gonna get off here soon because we're gonna go to
Tracy Cakes.
Tracy Cake. So we're gonna go. Everyone in the chat, have a blessed day. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Anyway, hi LSP. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Mwah, mwah. I appreciate you coming in. All right, all right, all right. Won't be able to read everybody's
Hey, go down and read the Aqua Girl where she says, I hate to say this, but there's so much jealousy aimed at the YouTube creators and sellers, and jealousy is the worst. Don't ever be jealous of people. Be happy for them.
of them. Yeah,
Exactly.
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 Mm, yeah. Jennifer said, we are all humans. No one is right all the time. Yeah, you can't be right all the time. You know what? There is sometimes you're going to sit down and say, okay, where did I go wrong myself? If something is happening, you ask yourself too, where did I go wrong? Maybe I could have handled stuff differently. Maybe I would have done this, or maybe I would have done that. Nobody's perfect, but can you
I
say
don't want to be. I don't
yeah,
want to be.
can you say actually that you went right? Sometimes you could be right, sometimes you could be right, you know, and
You got to
the
weigh it
other
out and
person, it
say,
could be wrong too. The other person could be wrong as well, you
you
know.
got to weigh it out and say, do I want to ruin this friendship over being right? Do I want to ruin this something that I've invested in for all these years or months or whatever? Is it worth it? You got to weigh it out.
So true. Sell some stuff, ladies. Not today.
This isn't the day. Angie don't know how to
It's not
sell things.
today. We're keeping it real today. We don't sell
I would have
today.
to be a mod. I could not sell.
I frequent other topic channels and they are mostly back stuff. No, I stay out. I stay out of those. Justin! Hi, Justin. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. All right, all right. I don't see any other comments here, but we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, and just know at
Sometimes
the
you
end
just
of
have
the
to walk
day,
away. Yeah.
yeah, just know at the end of the day, Ella and I think she feels the same way. We are neutral.
Yeah.
We are not going to judge one or the other for how you have felt toward somebody. If you have a disagreement, we are neutral. At least I am. I know Ella feels the same way. We're not here to condemn you, get mad at you, talk about you. You know, we're here to be a sounding board for you to come and voice how you feel.
And at the end of the day, if for some sick, twisted reason you feel that we just decided we're talking about you, you know what? You're invited to come to the chat and say, hey, are you talking about me? And then we'll ask you a question. Where do you feel that we're talking about you? Put it in the chat. You
Yeah,
can
we
say,
can address
well,
it.
you talked about me about this, and then,
Did we
excuse me,
call a
we're going
name?
to analyze it.
Did
And
we
then we're going
call
to
a
say,
name?
yeah, we're going to say, okay, if the shoe fits, wear it.
And believe me, if it was direct addressed towards you and you do ask that question in the chat, we're probably going to say yes. Because if
Yes.
Ella can call this lady out on her live chat and let her know, she is willing to say, yes, it was
Yes.
about you.
Yeah. It's about you. So by the time you finish watching this, you can email me, text me, or whatever you want to do, how I can get the message and say, Ella, you talked about me. And then I will say, okay, if that's how you feel, I will talk about you on the show again. And this time I will be calling out your name. How
Yes,
about that?
yes.
That's simple as that. That's it is. But I will let you know though, because that's the kind of person I am. I will let you know. I wouldn't blindside you. I don't blindside nobody. I will let you know that I will be talking about you in my life. Okay, simple as that. Like I say, I don't like drama during my auction. I don't like drama, period. Try to stay out of it. But other people wants to bring drama. I tell them, come to the show on Sunday. We'll talk about the drama. We'll deal with it as adults. But if you decide that you don't want to be an adult and you want to keep malice for somebody else's cup of tea, you keep drinking that poison because that's
Right.
all they're serving you is poison. Okay. If you don't want to come to me and ask me, Ella, hey, what happened? What's going on? But you decided that you don't want to listen to my story. You want to go listen to the other person's story. You keep drinking that poison they're feeding you or eating it or giving to you. You keep doing it and find out where you are going to be. Because let me tell you, woman, let me tell you, man, you are just going to get all dried up and shivered up, and nobody's going to even know why
Gonna
you're
kill you.
dried up.
It's gonna destroy you. Yes.
Yeah, because you are drinking the lemonade, poison lemonade somebody's been serving you because of somebody else's
And
issue.
it's not even your argument.
It's not
It's
even
not even your
yours.
argument.
I don't even care, no matter whether how much you love this person. If it's not your argument, don't be following them to the pit of hell because they're mad at somebody and you want to follow them to the pit of hell because they're mad when the person didn't do you no jack shit. Didn't do you no wrong, but you decide that, well, you're going to go follow A or follow B because the person wronged them. If the person wronged you, I could understand you want to be on that wagon because the person wronged you. But if the person didn't do nothing to you, don't jump on the bandwagon and follow that person because you don't know where it's going to lead. Because wherever it's leading that person to, that's where it's you're going to follow. You
Yeah,
know,
you're gonna fall off that cliff
you're
with
going to
them.
fall off that cliff. You're going to get there. You're going to wonder why you're at this cliff. And guess what? Before you know it, That person go over, you go over too. So good luck to you. Good luck to you. And another thing, for those people that are watching my live, because if you want to go back and report back and say, oh, Ella, she was talking about you on her live, even though she didn't mention your name. Like I always say, good luck. Go back and go report, because that's all you're good for.
Well, you got the stirs.
Yeah, you got the
You
wooden
know,
spoon, the big one that the devil gave you.
yeah,
Keep
they're
you
gonna
get
stir
there,
it. They're gonna
sit
stir
there,
it.
keep stirring it, and go back and go report to whoever you want to report to, because that's all you're good for, is to go back and watch my show and then go back and go report, because that's all you're good for. You're not good for nothing else. You're just good because you're a tattletale. So keep watching my show and then keep go report back to whoever you go report back to, and keep stirring that pot, because guess what? You're going to be in it, stirring yourself to wherever you're going to stir yourself to. On that note, I would like to say, don't forget to go to Tracy Cakes and make sure you say Ray from Save Here First. Until
And we
next
love
time,
you.
guys.
Love
Bye.
you.